Howdy-yo, everyone! Velocity here, back in action for more Sailor Moon Attraction. That's right, we're playing Boshonjo Sensei Sailor Moon, another story. And that means Mars is about to find something, quite disturbing. Huh? It's completely empty. Oh yeah, it's gone skis. My goodness. They were right. It was ruins, not a village. The High Priest was right. What happened? I don't know, but we go look around, right? Oh, yeah, it's all... That's kind of insane that she hallucinated this. Does that mean that guy there is not real, but a ghost? The lake's house is straight up gone. Oh, something fell down there. Yes. It's only a broken pot. Why? Why do I even bother? Keep it cool, Mars. Now's not the time. I have to hurry and help Paleg. Are you sure about that? Doesn't seem like you should be hurried. It doesn't sound like there's anybody really here. Like, that's gone. Like, this is giving me some old ass Dragon Quest VII vibes that I had when I played through one of the parts that I actually played at. You actually visit a village kind of like this, where it's lively one time and then the next time it's not. And it's within the same era and everything. It's really cool and spoopies. Oh, Dragon Quest III does this too now I think about it. This is Dragon Quest III vibes. Let's go. Ah, man, Dragon Quest III is so fun and interesting and neat. Actually, now that I think about it, a lot of this happening right now that we're playing through, kind of akin to how it is in in 3, except in reverse order. You see it as like a happy village, and then you don't. Anything here? Empty. Just like the rest. Elter? Lady Mars. This village was merely an illusion. Huh? This village was resurrected for you. What? Just... for me? Wait, does that mean everyone here was a ghost? Yes, from a living being's point of view, you could say that. But was Paleg a ghost too? Ah, Paleg. He was a bit different from us all. Go to the northern cave. There, you'll find your road to victory. Elder, wait! He's gone. Why? You found a ruby bracelet. What else can I find here? You found a ruby tiara. Ooh. Neato Petito. No, that was the right thing. That was the right button to press to get to accessories. Alright. For defense up. I think that's what we want. I think bracelets for this, speed up. So what do we have? It's defense up. don't think I have my speed up then, right? This is what happens when I don't read. Ugh. Why did I say reading was for chumps? Chumpettes. Okay, so I need attack up. Because I do not have attack, and I would like that, please and thank you. Alright. She's a bit of a glass cannon, but it's fine. We got everything to her. So it's kind of surprising just how fast each level's going. Or each area, I should say. I was told through a little guide thing as I was looking through it that level 16 is the good bet to fight the boss. So we'll just do what we can with it, honestly. I don't know. We'll play it by ear as it is. Suffice to say, this apparently gives good HP and XP, etc, etc. Overall, I don't feel like this game is going to be nearly as hard as the Amy fight was. Oh my gosh! That was so hard. And I apologize, everyone. I was crashing out then. Hopefully we'll not have another experience quite like that. But I don't know. I honestly could see them doing it. Yes, we shall write a diary entry. Right? Shouldn't we? Yeah, that's fine. We'll write a diary entry. There we go. Let's see here. Oh yeah, look at that, right there. Boom. This should be the little cave area. Ah! Phobos! You're right! You know where Paleg is? Lead the way. Ah! I love it. I love it. That's too cute. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Ruin invaders. What if we did this one? How much damage do we do? Enough to kill him. That's all we really need. Let's go level up. Let's go, baby. My goodness. Now it starts. I consistently forget how many RPGs are on the SNES and what games are on the SNES, honestly, in general. I will say out of all the consoles that I have played and whatnot, I feel the SNES is the most underlooked to me. I do not like a lot of the SNES era in the same sense that other people look at it with pride and admiration. I look at it with just kind of like unnecessary nostalgia and whatnot. Various little bits that just don't make it as appealing to me as the NES is, you know? They just don't quite have the same charm and they don't quite reach the same bits that I would want it to reach. And I always feel like a bit of a curmudgeon when it comes to that. But at the same time, it's just like, it's nice to actually play this game and see what it's about and everything. Especially now that the hard part is over, my goodness. I will say I am a bit sad because, again, I have not seen the whole series. I've seen so many bits and parts to it, especially with S and R, and it's just... I feel like I'm generally dazed at what information I have because... When did Mars have crows? I don't remember that being a thing. Am I just... Like, I should have known this? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know when that happened, and I feel like I should have known. Oh, whatever. She is a bit of a quirky girl. I could see her having, like, a murder or something, you know? Just as a funsy little thing that she does. Let's see here. We are at level 12. We need at least 4 more levels to go by. I would like to go do 16 levels total. Because I do trust the guide, because the guide got me through the other bit pieces, because oh my gosh. I will never forgive the Amy fight for being as it is, and I could see it just so many people struggling with it, and it makes me so sad, because just like, I do feel like this could have been some young girl's first RPG. And they get to that fight, and they're like, oh, this isn't worth it. I don't like this game anymore. There's nothing I can do. And honestly, who could blame them? Honestly. And like, we have other games like Rhapsody, A Musical Tale, that is so incredibly good and easy to play through, and it has a fun bits to it. Oh my gosh. I love those games. I want to play the other ones for sure. But like it being a fun little musical and all these other things attached to it, I always think it's super neat, especially when you have a female protag just be a female protag in general. Like, whenever it's akin to, how should I say this? Like, there's a male protag and a female protag, and you pick one or the other. I feel a lot of the times they kind of just write the male parts and then do the female parts as an aftermath thought. It doesn't always ring out together. Like, Harvest Moon 3 Game Boy Color was definitely a case in point where they just kind of thought about the girl part after the fact and just didn't really do it. I mean, it'd be a bit sad, but it's one of them situations where I'm just like, huh, yeah. That kind of sucks, doesn't it? I'm not mad at it too much. It is something that is of the times, and there wasn't a lot of people back in the day that were just so adamantly into video games that they didn't know the full demographics. So they just, as usual, the marketing deploys into the fact that, like, oh, boys like this thing and girls like this thing. I am entirely mad at the marketing department for that, but for people just trying to get through things and trying to figure out what to buy for their kids, not so much. That's not on them. It's sort of on them, but not by much. Not like girls always know what everything they would like, you know? Same thing with boys, honestly. What's wrong? Isn't that a dead end? High Priest token is shining. Sure, let's raise it. Sacred token is pretty handy. What's going on? A path opened up. Yeah, a path did open up, but I can't exactly do that. I got to get my levels in, you know? Like, we need to be doing that, setting that up to flame. But yeah, there was a lot of games out there that just, like, you could tell are marketed for girls but are not made with the same kind of quality, and like the Powerpuff Girls is definitely one of them. Takahashi, I believe her name is. Oh god, I might have butchered her name. She did a lot of Pokemon videos, and Pokemon are one of those things kind of like unanimously loved by all genders and all sexes, etc., etc. Very glad by that, by the way. Makes me really happy because they designed Pokemon in both degrees, where they're cute and cuddly and also fierce and like awesome. And just like, there's so many things to like kind of like look into the game industry, and like there are certain games that are very clearly geared towards girls, and then they're good. And it's so hard to differ between them that it's like, it's so shockingly amazing whenever you find a good one. Like, Rhapsody Musical Venture is definitely one of them. So is Sailor Mart, another story. I will say, actually good. I do think it has a hang-up. It does. It has some bad parts to it. But for the most part, this is pretty quality, pretty everything. I'm just gonna hype it up a little. Some of the Sailor Moon games, the beat-em-ups and whatnot, look pretty good too. At least just a by far thing. Kind of like part of the core situation. Even the Sailor Moon fighting game has got a lot of traction and love over the past few years. Despite it being a SNES game that kind of failed because everything was a bit broken about it. That's kind of why everyone loves it as a fighting game nowadays, because just how broken it is and how every character is kind of viable in that regard. But then you have something like Blue Reflection, which I love dearly to my heart. I played the bejeebus out of both those games. Well, maybe not the bejeebus, but I know the first one and the second one I do need to get to, but it requires a full other playthrough, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know. I don't think I want to do a full playthrough just to get a few little trophies and such, but I just really love the whole entire thing, and it's very made with a clear intention that it is women that are the centerpiece and origin of like the love of the writing. And there's even like really good spots to it that show a lot of good gay love, especially in the second game. And the second Blue Reflection game is so good with that. It has such a wonderful reveal to one of the two characters, and it kind of made me like cry a little with the way that it went. I love it so much because of that. There's all these things here that just like get me charmed up over the whole entire thing whenever I see something that's like geared towards girls. Cause like, if I was cis, I don't know if I would love video games as much as I do. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. And like, I cannot picture myself not doing that, not falling in love with games. But for how long I have fallen in love with games and been in love with them and whatnot is definitely a question that I don't know I could really put out. Like, would I have like this? Would I have like gotten into Sailor Moon and other like anime and stuff if I was cis? And like, my ex was really like, kind of hyper focused on the details and whatnot. Just as a thing. It is what it is. And sometimes you kind of just like get caught in the what ifs and everything. And it's a simple and interesting bit to get on, because honestly, where would your life have gone if you just like slightly been different? If things kind of went differently, if someone confessed their love to you and whatnot, and just like that to me gets me really curious over the whole entire idea of how much would I have loved games if I was cis, if I was a cisgendered woman. And I don't know, but as a trans woman, I love games to death, and I know there's plenty of them out there, and it kind of makes me feel at home with a lot of them there, because they just have that same kind of reaction that there's like, games are pretty awesome, I love them. And I'm like, oh my gosh, same. I've used games to talk to pretty girls far above my league as far as I'm concerned. And it is one of those things I can talk to anybody about because it overdrives my system to talk to people. And it's the best thing in the world and the worst thing in the world, because I have some very hot takes, as I consistently have been for the past things. I've been told I've been very opinionated, etc., etc. And like, there isn't really anything I can do about that in terms of when that happens. It's kind of like when you see the chance to like get inside a car and you take it, take the parking lot spot even if someone else is trying to get it, and like you're just like in a hurry and you have to like go grab it. Something like that. You should think of it that way. And that to me is just kind of like, I both love that about myself and hate that about myself, because I do consider it a bit of a superpower. I love talking to people about video games. I love talking to girls that are super pretty, and I get hung up on it and all that such, and just like, that is my power that I rely on, is talking about video games, because I can talk to anybody about video games and just kind of info dump on them and whatnot. And it annoys me in a way that like, I've consistently had to tell people, no, I am not autistic. I've consistently looked into this about myself, been talked to various medical professionals, therapists, and the like. They said, no, we don't think you are that either. We don't think you need to be tested. And it's like, cool, yeah, whatever. I do, however, and I will say this with pride, like autistic girls. That is just something that I've noticed that I really like, and I swear it's like every single one of my exes. If I was not introduced to them, I liked them and they were autistic. That's just kind of how it went down. And I'm just like, oh, well, you know, I guess I gotta type. I gotta type. I don't tell you. I like talking about things. They like talking about things. Sometimes I don't want to be talking about other things, you know? It is what it is. There's a certain amount of straightforwardness that I like about a lot of autistic people that, to me, is refreshing compared to some neurodivergents, I think they're called. I'm not 100%. I honestly don't know. I never got that whole vibe. I don't understand it. I don't plan to. But I assure you, I can act not this way. Where I'm just talking about video games and everything. It is an oddity for sure. It's something that I don't think... If you were to, like, actually hang out with me, and you'd be like, aren't you? And I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm not. I am not. I happen to just be very opinionated, like a lot of things that I like, and adamantly stand by a lot of my beliefs. So if it's unpopular or something that people don't like, and I will say it anyway, I think it's like info dumping, and just like, no, I really just like Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog has just been a love of me. A lot of autistic people love Sonic the Hedgehog too. And I mean, the vast majority. Like, why wouldn't you? Sonic is such a free spirit of just loving everybody for who they are and just wanting to be free. And that, to me, I think, is what makes Sonic so appealing and just consistently love the way a lot of characters that I like are just like that. They don't care who you are as a person. They just care that you are that person. Like, Hank Hill is this way, Sailor Moon is this way, all these people are. And it's such a great thing, because, like, I kind of just grew up with, like, a really good unit of good role models on top of having a really good family, you know? Like, I don't think I am a particularly good person. I don't think I'm a bad person either, but, like, it's to the point where I can't really understand to be selfish. And it kind of blows my brother away every now and again whenever I act the way that I do, where someone just, like, comments that they like this or that, and I will just give it to that person, because I like doing that. I like giving. And it's gotten to me a bit of trouble, which makes me a little bit sad and a little bit confused, because just like, why would you hate someone that gives you a gift? But I guess they could see it as manipulation. I never did. I do remember going one time to this one fast food outlet place with my brother. I had a lanyard with Dragon Ball Z characters on it. I got it at Anime Expo. It wasn't something that you could just buy off the internet. Like, you could, but like it'd be like eBay and it'd be hard to find, and you know what it is. And the cashier is just like, oh man, that's a really cool, like, a lanyard and everything. I wish I had one. And I was just like, if you want it, here you go. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, why not? You like it, right? He's like, oh wow, thank you, wow. And like, he's like trying to like praise me for all these things, and my brother is just kind of astonished by the whole situation. I just kind of like look at him going like, nah, I didn't need it, you know? It wasn't something that I needed. I wasn't gonna miss it, you know? That was my thought process to it. And I don't understand how anyone could not have the same kind of process. Of just like, I don't need this thing, I don't need to hoard it. Someone else wants it, why not give it to them? Where is this place? Am I just gonna go in between it or something? Oh, hello. Monsters of the night. Hiya! Got him. Okay. But yeah, that is just kind of how I am, if you ever wanted to know. I guess people could see that as malicious in a way and form, and it makes me a bit sad in that regard. Because, how should I say this? I don't think I'm malicious. I do think I have acted selfishly from time to time in a way that a lot of people might see as malicious, but never malicious for malicious sake. Not in that regard. Always more of a, how should I say this? Planned type of person to like things and whatnot. I have been calculated. I have done that before. I don't think it's to a degree where it's manipulation, but maybe some people would not think that way. So I'm not exactly against people thinking of me a manipulator. I don't like that label. I don't think it's a good label, but at the same time, to me, it's just kind of like, you kind of have to accept your bad qualities of your good qualities in the same sense that, like, you have to be aware of it and make sure that you keep it in line and make sure that people don't get hurt for whatever said bad qualities you've put out. Shaded Knight? What's going on here? Alright, well, looks like we got a whole entire civilization worshipping one of the Sailor Moon Knights. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay. Through here? Ooh, pretty. Love it whenever they do water effects. Hello? Oh, can I go in, like, go out there? I wonder. Can I go out there? I do like how all these enemies do have, like, proper designs and whatnot. I'm just blazing through them. Just bam, bam, bam. I understand why I have it that way, but at the same time, it's just like, I feel like I did not earn any of my powers and whatnot, and it's just kind of like, RPGs usually have it that way. But we kind of started out with a souped-up character to begin with. Up we go. There's our save. Yes, we shall save again. Just in case. Ooh. Alright, we'll get him. We'll get him this time. Don't worry, everybody. I was gonna see if there's anything in the window, but there probably isn't, so I don't know why I'm bothering. Got him. 300. I'm hoping we're not too SOL on the situation, but we might be if the character's particularly, like, hard. So you made it here in one piece. Well, it won't be any fun if you hadn't. There's nothing to get in our way here. Let's fight. Why not to fight you? I just want a fall leg. So you want a reason to fight? Fine. I took what you've been looking for. Shaded Knight's Lightstone? Alright then. After all, that stone's the reason I came to Nepal. So we're gonna fight or what? One more thing. Is Fall Lake okay? I'll tell you if you can defeat me. Fine. Let's go. They look like they're gonna kiss. It's gonna be real. Okay, there's Nargle. That is a terrible name for a girl. I'm just saying. 60 damage. That's not too bad. Ooh. Oh, we one-shotted this bitch. Okay, is she gonna get like a second form? I underestimated you. Don't count your chickens before they're hatched, though. Next time, I'll be stronger than you damn Sailor Scout soldiers. Next time. Who's there? Who called my name? Nargle. I am Shaman Apsu. Well, spit it out! What do you want? I've heard your voice. The voice whispering within the confines of your heart. Within my heart? You've always craved power, have you not? I have always dreamed to surpass the strength. The Sailor Soldier's correct. How did you? I understand everything. I could offer a power to rival that of theirs. What the hell's this? I'm overflowing with power. This couldn't be. It is as I said, a power to rival the Sailor Soldiers. They lay dormant within you. I needed but to draw it out. I have this kind of strength? Strength? This is merely the beginning. Should you come to my side, should even be able to battle the Sailor Soldiers. Battle them? Prove your power in combat against them. Yeah. Do whatever you want. Here. A deal's a deal. You got the Titanite Slightstone. Yippee. We'll meet again. And then we'll see who comes out on top. To Mars, don't you dare lose to anyone before I can defeat you. Remember this. You are my prey. Wait. Where's Falleg? Can't believe you're still concerned about him. He's on the dice further in. See ya. Deimos! Alright, I'm so worried. Falleg? Hey, wake up! Please! Open your eyes! You're still alive, say something! Anything! Where is this? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Your eyes are all red. Moron, I was worried sick about you! Jeez, why did I even bother? But... so glad you're still alive. Oh. Forgive me, Mars. My body was never real. I only exist as a soul. That's a lie. You're a ghost. I'd be able to tell. I didn't even feel anything like that at all. Not a ghost. Just not. That's the truth. No, ghost isn't exactly the right word. People of Yaga live to protect the temple of Takra at Kohend. Across the centuries, their praise accumulated, and through them I took shape. Through prayers? Yes, they brought me into existence. Among the people protecting the temple, and they came from Kirta Yuga. Within the walls of Takra Kohend, they offered their prayers to Lord Jadenite. Those sacred prayers gave me this form. So that's why you look like him. Sorry to leave you with these painful memories. Should have told you sooner. Mars, thank you. I'll never forget what you've done. Even after I'm gone. Farewell. A lot! Idiot! Now I can't stop crying. You appear as you please, and disappear as you please. I hate you so much! Phobos. Deimos. Thank you for comforting me. You're the best ravens a girl could ask for. Hey Ray, come in! Do you find Jadenite's Lightstone? You think I, of all people, wouldn't find it? Are you okay? Your voice sounds kind of scratchy. It's nothing. Returning to Japan soon. Behave until then. Ray, what's wrong? No sense in moping about. Phobos? Deimos? Let's go home. Bye, Fall Lake. It looks like Ray's story here is over. Want to write it down in a diary? I love how she just shows up. Ah, it's Sailor Jupiter, my goat! I love her! Ah. Next you get to hear me talk about Sailor Jupiter. Until then though, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you can. Sayonara. Bye-bye.